Sometimes animals, for a number of different reasons, fall into a trap from which it is impossible to get out well if there are people nearby who save them, but there are also sad moments. Animals, without waiting for rescue in this trap, die. For your attention, we would like to present incredible cases of rescue of wild animals. So let's start with the provinces of Ontario, Canada. Sometimes the weather conditions are so severe that everything literally freezes. Cars, houses and roads are covered with a thick layer of ice. Wild animals have a hard time at this moment, so they fall into a deadly trap. For example, these wild geese are almost completely frozen into the ice and local residents have to save them. In this footage we see a man using a hammer to break the ice around the bird. It's amazing how after this they are still alive. In the future, kind people take the geese home, warm them up and release them into the wild. Here a ridiculous incident happened with a camel. People saw the animals lying upside down and screaming for help. Several men immediately rushed to save him. It became unclear what happened to him and why he couldn't get up. Rescuers grabbed his legs and began to turn him over. But it seems that it is quite difficult for them to do this. Then they managed to get him back on his feet. It turns out that the camel somehow twisted its neck, fell to the ground, and could no longer get up. This rescue incident took place in Pakistan. One man was driving a car across a field and came across a hedgehog in a swamp. At first it seems that he is dead, but in fact he is not. The man took him by the paw and began to pull. It was not easy to pull him out, since the swamp was thick and almost dry. After that, the man took out a smaller car wash and began to wash off all the dirt from him. The frozen swamp was reluctant to wash off. The rescuer had to suffer with him for a long time. When the water procedures were over, the man took him to the side of the road, and there he hid in the bushes. The baby zebra got stuck in the African savanna between two trees growing nearby, so park workers had to pull him out of the trap. When they freed him, it was immediately clear that this animal was very frightened and was trying to run away as quickly as possible. But, apparently, due to the injury he was unable to do this quickly. Residents of the Watman Emirate came to the aid of a poor donkey who got stuck in a chair. Apparently, she was wandering around the neighborhood in search of food and stuck her head in a chair thrown out by someone. It freed itself on its own. It didn't work out, but caring people didn't leave it in the lurch. A donkey with a chair on its head was noticed by one of the local residents. While driving to his farm, the man asked his relatives to help him free the donkey. They found a small saw and used it to saw the chair. And they removed it from the donkey's head from the chair. Deep wounds remained on the animal's neck and nose. Apparently, the donkey persistently tried to free itself.